This is the Hypothetically Sound podcast,
hosted by Alek, Randy, and Xavier,
where we take a hypothetical look at the world around us,
exploring the what-ifs, maybes, and how comes.
Join in on the unfiltered, raw, and real conversations
as we explore the world around us.
Welcome back to Hypothetically Sound. Hope you guys are having a good time.
I'm not.
That's unfortunate. Hopefully we'll change that.
Yeah, for sure.
I hate you. That's a lie. I love you. I love everybody listening.
It's too late. I already know. Anyways, let's continue.
Yeah, so we're continuing on with the mythical creatures section of this season. Anime episodes will be coming out here soon. Probably July 1st or around that, whatever the first Friday is in July. Be our first anime episode where we talk about our favorite animes. But for now, for this episode, guys, I thought it would be fun to talk about golems. And before I give the people at home a informational fact about golems, what do you guys know about golems?
They're generally lifeless, but usually it's like something that is brought to life by someone.
Yeah,
and controlled.
And controlled, generally. There is lore of golems that are almost artificial life and begin to do their own things.
They're made of like mud and rock a lot of times, or in a lot of depictions of them.
Yep. Both of you are correct. Xavier's explanation was a very simplistic explanation, but probably a very good explanation for people who don't want to get too deep into it. But I'll just read this little short paragraph that I found on parade.com. Golems are famous in the Jewish folklore. Golems are most often depicted as being created from inanimate matter such as clay, mud, things of that nature. So essentially someone makes a human or a creature or whatever out of clay, mud, sticks, whatever they have, which is brought to life to serve some kind of purpose. For example, in many stories, a golem is created to defend against anti-Semitic attacks. According to legend, golems are uniquely obedient and will follow exact and literal orders, so their creators definitely had to be more careful with what they asked them to do. Which leads us into what we're going to talk about in this episode. You guys, we decide one day that we want to create a golem for ourselves. So what type of material are you going to make your golem out of, and what purpose is that golem going to be made for?
I don't think I should have one.
Why is that?
Because I'm gonna make one to box people, right? Like just to fight. But I'm gonna use like terms like "fuck them up," and if they're taking that shit literal, I don't want to watch it.
Isn't that the point, Alek? You had to choose your words carefully.
No. See, I'm not about that. After the genie episode, for sure, the word carefully bullshit. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll stay out of this witchcraft. Y'all can enjoy your little sex dolls or whatever the fuck you use your golems for.
Easy. Mine, I'd make it out of the, what you find inside of pillows, the fluff shit.
He's making a sex doll, dude.
No, and I'm gonna have it clean my house forever.
It's actually not bad. So what are you going to tell them?
Yeah,
clean my house forever.
So it's never going to stop cleaning.
Correct.
Yeah, so your house has to be clear. So it's going to take out.
So like it's going to like it's going to straighten up everything.
But that's into the genie episode, and this ain't that.
Oh, no, that's the thing.
No, but that's apparently like it literally would keep cleaning forever. Like
but then you think, right?
Like your dumbass has to spill something every like fucking 12 seconds. Like get a little bit of water, not a little.
What is the definition of cleaning?
How
do you know it interprets cleaning as it being completely gone and things being not there anymore?
Wow, how do you know it doesn't?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm asking you.
I don't know why you're asking me.
Because you're the one who tried to give me all these other crazy things like, it's going to clean up your whole house, and then next thing you know, you're not going to have anything in your house.
Okay, but what if it thinks the couch is dirty because you guys only sit on it occasionally, right?
Then it cleans it. It doesn't remove it.
Well, what if it's just like this is garbage? Like it doesn't know.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't. It's an object that was already there. It wasn't considered dirt. In fact, it would probably ask. There you go.
Oh, yours can talk?
No, it just looks at me and I go yes or no, and it just knows.
So you can just know. You just know what it's looking at you for. Like, what if it?
Yeah.
What if it just stands and stares at you and stares
Yeah.
at you, and then you go, "Yeah, go ahead," and then it erases someone. It cleans someone up. You know, it's a cleaner, like some mob shit. You know, what I'm saying he's a cleaner.
Then he's doing his job.
So the reason I say like they talk about being specific, this is spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen the show on Netflix called The Order. I'll give you a second. Okay, I'm going to talk about it. So in the show, it's about a society of werewolves and a society of witches who are battling in a college.
Where's the vampires though?
There's no vampires, it's just witches and werewolves. And one of the witches creates a golem. And the reason the golem gets found out is because it literally, like Xavier said, after it's done with this task, what it's going to do. It literally was the roommate to one of the main characters and just sat on its bed when it wasn't doing what it was told to do. And so, like, that is one of the downsides of Golem. Like, if you're, like, give it a task like, protect me, or something like that, and you go into a place where you're protected, and it's just going to stand there, and people are going to talk to it and see it, and it's just going to stand out in the crowd and be a sore thumb. So I think that's downsides of like golems is compared to other creatures or things that people use to protect or complete tasks. Golems are very, like I said, very literal. So they're very task oriented, and then after that task, there's no leeway for interpretation of what they can do. They're gonna do their task and then just kind of be a stick in the mud until you tell it to do something else or until the task has to be completed again. I guess that brings up another question. Do you think golems, when they were created in the mythology in the Jewish folklore, do you think it only could have one task, or they could give it a task? They could tell it, so at one point they could say, "Go make me dinner," and then when it's done, they could tell it to go do something else, or did it just have one singular task and then it was done?
I definitely think it could have more than one task.
Yeah, I mean, if you said they were usually used for like protection, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if like people made them to make life easier, or if it was just straight up protection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure somebody at one point, if it was a thing, made it to do its dishes or something. Why didn't they make one to protect Jesus?
Or like golem fight instead of cockfighting, you know?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
But yeah, I think that they could probably do more than one task, but then you got to think like a lot of the lore is, golems were there for thousands of years, whatever. Um, they were given a task that they could never finish, so that's why they're there forever. But if their creator was still around, they could certainly receive a new task and do something else instead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'd be pretty easy to make one and be like, "Hey, patrol the village and protect anything, or protect the village from anything you see." Right?
Yeah.
That seems a harm, and that thing's just walking around forever. Like, it doesn't need another person to give it a command, right?
Like the Iron Golem in Minecraft.
Yeah, like the Iron Golem in Minecraft, Randy. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just trying
How
to
old are you again?
reference. I'm old enough to have played Minecraft when it first came out on Xbox, not PC.
Yeah, you were in college.
Yes. So I think if if I made a golem, I would make it out of titanium.
Titanium.
Titanium, and it's going to be
durable.
My Robin to me being Batman, and we're gonna fight crime. But first we're gonna be a bad guy and go steal money, so I can be Batman.
There's a lot of lore that's kind of messed up with that,
I mean, hold on. If let's just say he wants to be Batman and he goes through with the whole like my parents are dead thing, I do get some money through that life insurance if he can make it look like an accident, aka that golem. I actually changed mine. I will have a golem and I will make it a giant, like iron, and then make it watch the Iron Giant and be like act like that. And so I have my own personal Iron Giant.
There you go.
Big brain, dude.
Massive.
And then the government's going to try to take them. And it's going to happen just like the movie. It's going to be great. Man, I don't think the dynamic duo thing is a good idea either.
Why?
Where are you gonna get the money to build them to make a suit that stops a knife from going up in your gut or a
I
bullet
just
from penetrating your
said
chest?
after I make him, we're going to be bad guys at first under different costumes. We're
Wait a
gonna
second,
go.
when did you say all that?
I said first we're gonna have to go rob a bank, and then I'll become
Oh,
Batman
okay.
with the money. So we're gonna go rob a bank and shit a couple of times.
You know what's crazy? You
Mhm.
keep putting yourself in these situations with it instead of just making another one to do, or making one or two other ones to be the quote unquote bad guys for you. Do all that bullshit, bring it
And
back
make
to
your
you.
come up by destroying two
Because
of them.
I
and
won't.
leaving
Yeah.
it weird.
I guess I can. I guess can you have two of them? Like, can you make two at the same time?
Yeah, why couldn't you? Honestly, I would
Well,
make
maybe it's a
whole
one-time thing. Maybe you can only make
posse.
one.
bodyguards. Oh my god.
I'll bring all my boys with me, and just golems.
Who needs to hire people when you can just make golems? You can make a cook. You can make.
So
Would that
House
work if
cleaner.
you make a golem and be like, "Hey, cook like Gordon Ramsay"? You think it's gonna be like, okay, and start making some good ass food while yelling at you,
Who
calling
knows?
you an idiot sandwich?
Maybe they have all the knowledge in the world at their disposal.
Interesting.
So I was reading some stuff on the wiki to see if there's anything cool to talk about, and one of
Reliable
the
source for sure.
yeah, I mean it is. It's used in paper, so I'm gonna count it as a reliable source. I don't care what any teacher says. As soon as it's used in actual publications, yeah, it's a reliable source. Like it was used in a textbook.
Surprising.
It was used in a textbook I had in college. So like any teacher that told me I can't use them, I'm like, no, it's literally in a textbook you told me to read. So,
I'm
but
sorry.
golems we're saying are highly uh, I can't read. Are a great metaphor with seamlessly limitless symbolism. It could be a victim or a villain, Jew or non-Jew, man or woman, or sometimes both. Over the centuries, it has been used to connote war, community isolation, hope, and despair. Could you imagine a
Sometimes
fucking
both a man or woman, or sometimes both a Jew or and non-Jew? Because that's really
both?
oh.
Wow,
How does that work? Is that like
He's
sounds
Jesus.
intense.
that's Hitler?
Hitler did he have it?
He was Hebrew.
What's he? Okay.
I'm pretty sure I had Jewish blood. Yeah.
But imagine a golem army. Like, just you walk to the front line. It's 1940s. You got your bayonet on your gun. You guys are running across the field, and you just see a line of golems just standing there waiting to punch you as you run up to them.
I would think we were in Attack on Titan.
That would, yeah. That's what the Titans are. The golems.
Here we go.
I figured it
The
out.
anime.
I haven't finished the series, so I
Yeah,
don't.
we need to
Finish.
finish season 3 and watch season 4 so you never say some stupid shit like that again.
You know what? I don't like you.
I don't like you, man. You know, I didn't like you since the beginning of this podcast when you said you hated me.
Well, next time, don't be rude like you've been like 4 times in this. But you know what time it is, Alek?
What is it, man?
Time to give your shout out.
Yeah, shout out to all the people that love and care for their siblings and would never say things like "I hate you" randomly for no reason.
Shout out to all those people in the world that
Hey,
make
oh,
food for their brother every single day.
You're
Okay,
done?
that's kind of
You're
a weird
done.
noise to interrupt.
Yeah, right.
And anybody listening that heard that owes us $10 for that OnlyFans preview of Alex.
I don't. Yeah, it's true.
Thank you guys for
no.
listening to this wild, weird episode of Golems.
Golems.
You know where to find us, Hypothetically Sound, on all the social medias.
For sure.
If you're listening to us
Hey,
on...
why is
what-
Randy your only subscriber on OnlyFans? Alek, it's kind of weird.
Yo, bro. Why
I'm
you
supportive,
how'd you
but
get
how
my
do you know
link when I
that?
never told you, huh?
See, I can pay for stuff and not look at it. I have that willpower.
Yeah, whatever you say.
I fucking don't. I gotta know. I gotta know where my money's going.
Sex work is real work, and I support it. But
That's
yeah,
the end.
thank you guys for
That's
tuning in.
Yeah, great.
Bye.
God, we're so fucking awesome, bro. Every time.
Oh, I was supposed to say
Can we
bye.
Can we stop bringing up my OnlyFans, by the way?
Nope. Not until someone subscribes. So if you want to talk about Alek's OnlyFans, subscribe.
Though, so like I don't. If I start, okay.
Thank you for listening to Hypothetically Sound. We hope you enjoyed the episode. All episodes can be found at hypotheticallysound.podbean.com, as well as on Apple, Spotify, and Pandora. For full unedited video versions of the podcast, please visit us at youtube.com/hypotheticallysound.